Look, a giant skull.
Nothing fancy. If you've seen one pit toilet, you've seen them all. I drove out to visit the visitor center, and I came back, and a coyote had completely trashed my little cooking area with the Blackstone and stole my drip tray. I've looked all over the place, and this thing is gone. He must have ate the whole thing or took it with him.
Joshua Tree National Park, where the Mojave Desert wears its beauty like a crown, where the trees look like they came out of some Dr. Seuss storybook, and the chollas glow in the morning sunrise. Here in the park, there's a trail for every body type. Short and scenic, long and dramatic, or I'm way too old for this shit. You can go climb Skull Rock like a kid on a sugar high, or, when the sun goes down, stare into the starry night. Our journey to Joshua Tree National Park took place in May of 2025, just before it started to get a little bit too hot. Because if you've ever camped here before, you might know that none of the campgrounds in Joshua Tree National Park have electricity. So that means no AC for these old bones. So we got there and got out just in time.
Well, here we are at Jumbo Rocks Campground in Joshua Tree National Park. Just enjoying a nice light afternoon beverage. Just took a ride around the park. Really interesting time to take a ride around the park. I waited till after checkout, which is noon, and before check-in, which is 2. So I got to get a lot of great footage of a lot of the camp spots without cars in them or vehicles in them. Obviously, there's quite a few spots available, but even in the evening, when I walk around, it's surprising how many spots are open when this is supposedly completely sold out. If you happen to be in a situation where you cannot make a scheduled camping trip, please cancel your reservations. It makes it a lot easier for other people. Opens up the spots so people can come in last minute, book those reservations, and take advantage of some of the natural beauty that this country has to offer.
Jumbo Rocks Campground is by far the largest and most popular campground in the park, with 124 sites available for tents and RVs. Each campsite has a picnic table and fire pit. There are pit toilets located throughout the park, as well as trash service. However, there is no water in this campground at all, so you must bring it with you. If you are looking for a campground inside the park with a few more amenities, you might try Black Rock or Cottonwood. Both have water flush toilets and dump stations. Reservations can be made at recreation.gov, but make sure you read the site details because not every site is RV friendly, with most sites being designated for tents and small campers. There is a small amphitheater at the campground for ranger presentations on weekends. You know, we love our midweek trips because we tend to avoid the crowds, but doing so excludes us from those educational opportunities which are only offered on weekends. On this adventure, we set up our camp in Site 87.
generator hours are kind of strange here. I don't know if that's just a national park thing. I ran into something similar at Sequoia last year. Here the generator hours are 7 a.m. until 9, which is kind of weird because if somebody next to me turned their generator on at 7 a.m., I'd be kind of pissed. You know, I tend to sleep in a little bit when I go camping. Not as much as when I'm at home on a day off, but still 7 a.m. seems a little early. And then you have to turn it off for 3 hours. Then generator hours start again at noon and run until 2 o'clock. Right now it is about 1:30, so I'll be turning mine off in just a few minutes here. I'm just running it just enough to charge up the batteries so I can continue to run Starlink, because if I don't have Starlink, my girlfriend doesn't go camping with me, so I must have internet. And there is no cell service out here. This is completely barren of any sort of cell service or internet.
During your stay at Jumbo Rocks, make sure to visit Arch Rock and, of course, Skull Rock. I was surprised Skull Rock is literally right off the road just before you enter Jumbo Rocks Campground. Within a short drive through the park, there are plenty of great hikes, and one not to be missed is to the 49 Palms Oasis. Another short drive from Jumbo Rocks will bring you to the Cholla Cactus Garden, and of course, one of several visitor centers. We chose the visitor center in 29 Palms. While at the visitor center, we had an unwelcome guest in our campsite.
I've always been very careful not to leave food out at night and make sure I take any outdoor trash cans and either move them inside or move them inside the tow vehicle. I have had issues in the past that I've had raccoons get into the drip pans for the grease, and so I've been aware that that's an issue, but I still am not very good about cleaning those out before I go to bed, or at least putting the grill away. I drove out to visit the visitor center, and I was gone for about an hour and a half in the afternoon. This was between about 4 and 5:30, and I came back and a coyote had completely trashed my little cooking area with the Blackstone, knocked it over, broke the little pipe that connects to the 1 pound propane. So I'm done cooking on the Blackstone for the rest of the trip. Thank goodness I have a propane cooktop inside the RV, which, you know, kind of sucks. I prefer to cook outside, but at least I've got something to cook with. But completely broke that and stole my drip tray. It's gone. The coyote stole the whole thing. I've looked all over the place and this thing is gone. He must have ate the whole thing or took it with him for a trophy. So make sure you clean up your campsite really good at the end of the evening. Don't leave out any food. Put away all your cooking utensils, your grill, especially any grease traps, trash cans, anything that may attract an animal. Take care of your campsites. As far as the campsite, we did have some pretty good luck. I didn't find any trash in the fire pit, no trash anywhere around here at all. I did have neighbors when I got here 2 days ago, and they both checked out, and I noticed they did leave a few cigarette butts. At least there's no bottle caps or aluminum cans. Let's head over here and check out the pit toilets. Nothing fancy. If you've seen one pit toilet, you've seen them all. One thing to mention is that this campground, Jumbo Rocks, has 0 water. So that means you're going to want to bring all your own water and be prepared to be 100% self-contained or use the pit toilet.
Well, that pretty much concludes our adventures in Joshua Tree National Park. Is there anything that we missed? If so, make sure you let us know in the comments down below. We appreciate those that have taken the time to take this journey with us. And if this video provided any value to you, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and comment. You'd be surprised how much it really helps our channel grow, and we need all the help we can get. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.